Hey there guys, my name is Bradrenalin, aka the Alolan Snorlax, and today I've got the next part of my breeding guide. I'm going to teach you how to breed specific hidden powers onto your Pokemon. Now this is probably the most complicated part of the guide, so I'd expect you to have watched my other parts before coming to this part, just so you're up to scratch with everything so far. Now I'm going to quickly go over what hidden power is and how it changes before we move on, just so we're all on the same page. So hidden power can be almost any type. It's a 60 base power special move that's based on the IVs of your Pokemon. It could be almost any type except for normal or fairy, and with a combination of your IVs you can change this, or manipulate this should I say, through breeding. Now the most common types of hidden power are normally ice, fire, and then you have like some dabbles into some more obscure ones like electric and ground and grass. These are probably the 5 most used ones. I don't ever really see any other type, but you could obviously run hidden power poison for example, or hidden power steel. They are just really obscure, like they're for hitting things that you wouldn't normally be able to hit. So hidden power ice is for like Garchomp and Landorus, because electric types can't hit them. Now to get past this rambling, we're going to have a look just at what IV combinations we'll need. So the best way to go about finding an IV spread that you'd like to breed for your particular hidden power, it's normally going to be fire and ice like I said, but just in case you wanted to go water or any other typing, there's a particular website that I like using. I'll leave it in the description. It's 3DSpedia, but yeah, I'll leave the exact link. What I like to do is just Control F and then put in my type. So I'll put fire, and here you can see that there's 4 different IV spreads. Of course, it goes from left to right. It goes HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed, which you can also call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you'd like, but that's kind of more of a thing that I do. So we'll look for a set here. I think I choose the top one for fire. So it's 31 HP, 30 attack, 31 defense, 30 special attack, 31 special defense, and 30 speed. You see how complicating this is already starting to sound, and you're probably thinking, so how do we breed 30s instead of 31s? And we're going to get into that now. So we're going to need to get some Dittos that have 30s in their IVs. And the best way to do this is to chain for about 20 to 25 encounters. I found that's quite a nice number. Now I like to get 30 in each stat. If I can get more than one onto the same Ditto, then even more convenient. You can see that I've nicknamed them based on what number they are on Pokemon Showdown. So they would descend from HP being 1 and speed being 6. I know it looks a little bit different on the game, but yeah, I just do it based off of Showdown. So once you have these Dittos that have 30s, we can now start to choose which IV spread we'll be using to breed for our hidden power. And I'm of course going to start off with my first Ditto. I'm going to breed HP Ice onto this Eevee. So to breed HP Ice, I've chosen the IV spread of 30 in HP, 30 in defense, 31 in special attack, 31 in special defense, 31 in speed, and the attack stat doesn't matter. As you can see, if we dial up through the IVs, the type of hidden power in the moveset does not change. So of course we'd want this to be as low as possible in the ideal world, but it won't make too much of a difference. If you try and change a different IV and the type changes, then that type's IV will be affected. I know that's kind of complicated, but you can see that this changes through Ice and Dragon. We will be just keeping it at 30. Some of the others change if you do the 31, so that changes to Hidden Power Water. And then if we add this down, Hidden Power Flying, and then changes between Hidden Power Flying and Fighting. So we'll just change these back to 31 and 31. And then we will start breeding. So I'll be passing a power item onto my Ditto because I want to pass down the HP IV. So you'll want to be passing the correct item. So for example, if a power item gives HP EVs when it's used in battle, this is the item which will pass down the HP IV while breeding. So I'll be giving this to the Ditto, and I'll be giving the Destiny Knot to the Eevee, and then I'll be breeding until I get a satisfied IV spread that I can work with to put the defense one on. You can of course just do one as long as you've got the HP passed down, but I like to just keep my IVs as high as possible while I'm chain breeding. It's faster in the long run. So by the power of movie magic, we are back with 5 EVs that have been hatched. We'll put them into the box quickly and then we'll turn on the IV checker. We can see that the HP IV is fantastic. This means that it has a value of 30, and you can see that each egg, each offspring even, has passed down the HP IV from the power item from the Ditto. So now we can choose the highest IV one that we'd like to use and take this and put it into our party, and then we'll be using this with our next Ditto, which we'll want to pass the defense IV, and we'll also use the power item which is associated with giving extra defense EVs. We're giving this power item to the Ditto, and we'll be giving the Destiny Knot to the EV. And now we'll be looking for a fantastic HP EV, which means it's 30, and the same in defense. So we'll have 2 fantastic, and then we'll be looking to fill out the rest of the 31s, which were special attack, special defense, and speed. So I will do the movie magic, and I will see you in a second. So it's been about 3 hours since the last batch. It's taken me a while to get the perfect EV. We're going to cut to a freeze frame now though. We're going to see that it's got fantastic HP and defense, and then best for special attack, special defense, and speed. That's exactly what we wanted. So now we can go over to the lovely lady next to the counter at the nursery, and we can find out what hidden power this EV has. I mean, we already know, but it's more for the confirmation. It's for the YouTube video. Way HPIs, woo! Anyway, that is all we have time for in this video. If you have any questions, because honestly this is complicated, if you have questions, please just leave a comment and ask me. I will try my best to get back to you. I try to get back to everyone. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and maybe I will see you again soon.